Good morning/afternoon, everyone. Today, we're diving into a fascinating aspect of body language, how the feet and torso can reveal so much about our feelings and intentions. Our presentation, Decoding Nonverbal Communication Through Feet and Torso, will explore how understanding these subtle cues can significantly improve our interpersonal insight and help navigate social dynamics more effectively. I'm excited to share this with you and uncover the power of nonverbal signals that often go unnoticed. When we think about body language, we often focus on facial expressions or hand gestures, but the feet and torso play a crucial role as well. These parts of the body can reveal emotions and intentions that words might not fully express. The way someone positions their feet or shifts their torso can tell us a lot about where their attention lies, how comfortable they feel, or even their current psychological state. By paying attention to these subtle cues, we can improve our interactions with others, gaining deeper insight into their unspoken feelings and attitudes. This understanding also helps us interpret social dynamics more accurately, making it easier to navigate conversations and relationships. When we pay attention to the direction of someone's feet, it reveals a lot about their true feelings in social interactions. For example, if their feet are pointed toward a person or object, it usually means they're interested and engaged in what's happening. On the other hand, if their feet are angled away, it often signals a desire to avoid or disengage from the situation. A closed stance, where the feet are pressed together, can be a sign of defensiveness or insecurity. In contrast, an open stance typically shows confidence and openness. By observing where people's feet are directed, we can gain valuable insights into their focus and emotions, adding an important layer to understanding their body language. When we look at feet signals, they can reveal a lot about a person's emotions and mindset. For example, foot tapping often suggests nervousness, impatience, or anxiety. It's a subtle sign that someone might be feeling uneasy or eager for something to happen. On the other hand, shuffling feet or general restlessness usually show discomfort or a desire to leave the situation, which is important to notice if you're trying to keep a conversation or meeting on track. When feet are bare or exposed, it often signals relaxation or a more informal comfort level, indicating the person feels at ease. In contrast, stiff or firmly planted feet typically convey alertness or determination, showing that someone is focused or ready to take action. Understanding these feet signals is really valuable because it helps us gain insight into what someone might be feeling beneath the surface, whether in social interactions or professional settings. Paying attention to these cues can improve communication and help us respond more appropriately. When it comes to torso posture, the way we hold ourselves sends powerful messages. First, an upright and open torso immediately projects confidence and shows that we're genuinely interested and actively engaged in the conversation. It's a simple yet effective way to communicate that we're present and involved. Leaning slightly forward takes this a step further, signaling attentiveness and eagerness. It's a subtle cue that we're focused and ready to participate. On the other hand, slouching or leaning backward can unintentionally convey fatigue, disinterest, or a sense of detachment. It creates a barrier, suggesting that we might not be fully invested. Finally, a rigid or tense torso often reveals underlying stress or defensiveness, which can make interactions feel less open and more guarded. Being mindful of these signals is key to fostering positive and engaging communication. When we look at torso signals, they can reveal a lot about a person's emotional state and their willingness to engage. For instance, crossed arms or a closed torso often signal protection or defensiveness. It's a subconscious way of creating a barrier. On the other hand, an open chest and exposed torso usually show openness and honesty, suggesting the person is receptive and willing to connect. You might also notice shielding movements, where someone physically covers their torso, indicating discomfort or insecurity. In contrast, relaxed and open torso gestures tend to promote trust and make the person seem more approachable. By paying attention to these subtle cues, we can better understand emotional barriers and how ready someone is to interact. When we look at both the feet and torso together, we get a much clearer picture of someone's emotional state. For example, If the feet are pointed away and the torso is closed, it's a strong sign that the person is feeling discomfort or is trying to avoid the interaction. On the other hand, mixed signals can be tricky, like if the feet are facing toward someone, but the torso is slouched. This might suggest the person is experiencing some internal conflict or ambivalence. When we see open feet combined with an upright torso, that's a confident and engaged stance. By combining these observations, we can interpret intentions and emotions more accurately, rather than relying on just one body part alone. When observing body language, the first step is to focus on patterns rather than isolated movements. This helps prevent misinterpretation because one gesture alone might not mean much, but recurring behaviors reveal true feelings or intentions. Next, always take the surrounding context into account. Things like the environment, cultural background, and individual habits all influence how body language should be understood. During conversations, practice subtle observation. This allows you to pick up on unspoken cues without making the other person uncomfortable, which can deepen your empathy and make your responses more thoughtful. Additionally, you can use what you learn to adjust your own body language, helping to build stronger rapport and foster trust with others. Lastly, it's crucial to respect privacy and ethical boundaries when analyzing body language. Being mindful ensures that your observations are used appropriately and respectfully. When we look at feet direction, it tells us a lot about where someone's attention is and what they might be feeling, whether they're interested, avoiding something, or experiencing certain emotions. Moving to specific foot movements, these can show signs of nervousness, discomfort, or even relaxation. As for the torso, its posture is a strong signal of confidence, engagement, fatigue, or disinterest. Crossed arms and the way the torso is positioned often reveal whether a person feels defensive or open. By combining the cues from both feet and torso, we gain a much clearer understanding of someone's emotional intent. Paying close attention to these signals helps us communicate more accurately and build better relationships. Overall, by understanding feet and torso body language, we can interpret nonverbal messages much more effectively in a variety of situations.